Welcome to the end of round one of the Great Pipe Tobacco Quest, where I will be comparing Sutliff 1M to Stanwell Extra Fine. Which one will come out on top? Stay tuned to find out. Howdy all, Virginia Piper here. The quest to find my new favorite pipe tobacco has been interesting so far. Now I've been sampling pipe tobaccos that I received in grab bags from Pipes and Cigars, and after making recordings of my reviews for this series, I revisited the blends. And you know, my impressions changed a bit. Initially, I didn't detect a chemical taste in Jester and Smoker's Pride. I did, after trying them a second time. I also sampled C'est La Vie again, and discovered that it's quite easy to get tongue bite. Now this might be due to the extra moisture of that tobacco, and right now I'm drying it out to see if that makes any kind of difference. When I first tried Drexel 8, didn't think it had much of a taste to it. But a fresher pouch seems to have made a bit of a difference. Although the rankings haven't changed, I have learned that a first impression and even a second impression may not really be enough to fully evaluate a pipe tobacco. Well, as we conclude round one, I will be comparing Sutliff 1M with Stanwell Extra Fine. Now, since Stanwell Extra Fine is a tinned pipe tobacco, I'm guessing it would probably be more expensive than the others I've reviewed so far. Now, if that turns out to be the case, it may not necessarily enter my rotation, even if it comes out as my favorite in the end. But, I'll look into that, and we'll kind of deal with that if that happens. For now, let's just see how things go. So on to Sutliff 1M. Now, in all fairness, I received this pipe tobacco some time ago and have already been enjoying it. In fact, I did a video review of this. You can probably go back and find it. And that really served as a first impression type video. So this time around, you're going to really get a feel for, well, what it's like with me having become acclimated to it. So let's take a look at what we have here. So we have Sutliff 1M tobacco. It is manufactured by the Sutliff Tobacco Company in Richmond, Virginia. I would say nearby Richmond, but it's about 2.5 hours from here. Now we'll open it up and look inside, and actually you'll find that actually it's been quite used. I have been enjoying this blend a bit. And so, who knows, this one might very well come out on top or fairly close to it. Let's take a also look over here. And this has a very nice consistency to it. I really like it. And the scent of the pouch. This has a number of things going for it. This does have the traditional unsmoked pipe tobacco smell that I like. I'm picking up again that raisin type scent. So anyway, let's give this a shot. Now, as always, for your convenience, I've pre-packed a pipe, so you don't have to wait for me to do that. So let's light this. Definitely picking up some vanilla here. And some Virginia for sure. This may also have some burley. And I should have looked that up before starting this review. I'm going off the top of my head here, but I really can't detect much in the way of burley. There's a very, very subtle chemical note to it, but not enough to really throw me off. So yeah, definitely some vanilla, some Virginia. And overall, it is quite enjoyable. The question is, well, I was wondering where I would put this up against Drexel, but I really don't have to worry about that quite yet. For now, I believe we will give this an 8. Okay, we are now on to the Stanwell Extra Fine Pipe Tobacco. And so, description that I have here is that this is Burley, Cavendish, and Virginia. The cut is ribbon. The blend type is aromatic. And the room note has been described by tobaccopipes.com as pleasant. The flavoring, sweet. So let's check this out. Now I did crack open the tin before we got started, only because I've kind of wrestled with tins in the past, although this wasn't too bad. So, but I did want to show kind of a little bit about what's on the inside. Somehow tin openings are just about events in and of themselves. So I'm kind of going through the paper and take a look at what we have on top. That's kind of classy, isn't it? All right, we will now lift this so we can get to it. There we go. And we can see that this is definitely a ribbon cut. Let me smell. Number of different smells going on here. Again, I'm getting the stereotypical raisin smell. I'm also picking up something that smells a little bit like tea, which is kind of strange. But yeah, I think I would best describe it as tea. Now, as far as moisture and all that, this seems to feel pretty good. Not too dry, not too moist, just right. So let's give this a try. So as usual, I've packed a pipe off camera, so you don't have to wait around for me to do that. So let's give this a try. Get ready. This is having some problems lighting. What's interesting, though, I would kind of call this the charring light, is I'm also picking up some notes of ketchup, as I have in some other Virginia blends like Virginia Woods. But this is not going to do as far as the lighting. Interesting. There's definitely a bit more complexity in this than the other pipe tobaccos that I've tried on this quest so far. So what am I tasting? Again, sweet and spicy. Almost something that kind of reminds me of maple syrup. Now that might be really strange, at least for some of you to hear. But I imagine with pipe smoking, it's very similar to sampling wine. And that sometimes our own taste experiences are kind of unique. Let me see if I'm picking up anything else. Definitely the Virginias. And I don't know if maybe the Burley and Cavendish, just the way that it was kind of mixed together, is what's given me that slightly maple type taste. But I would say definitely my first impression, this is the best that I've tried. So we're going to give this a 9. And so, round 1 of the Great Pipe Tobacco Quest, a quest for me to find my new favorite pipe tobacco, has come to an end. Let's see who the winners were. Smoker's Pride, Drexel, and Stanwell Extra Fine Pipe Tobacco. Now, as far as the ones that didn't make it, you know, I could still see the Sutliff 1M staying in my rotation for sure. C'est la vie, not too sure about that one though. But hey, I've got them, and I'm sure I'm going to be returning to those over time as well. So we will be going on to round 2, and I hope you stick around for that. Have a great one, y'all.